The flu may have put me out of commission for a little while, but we are back. And it's time for WCW Thunder. And we have got a #1 Contenders Qualifying Match to kick things off here tonight. Earlier this week on NITRO, we saw the Good Brothers defeat the Alpha Academy to punch their ticket to next week's NITRO. Who's going to join them? We're about to find out. Making their way to the ring, Despicable Rey, Dirty Dom, the L.W.O. They will be taking on the Street Profits, former WCW Tag Team Champions, and also multiple-time WWE Tag Team Champions. Who is going to punch their ticket to next week's #1 Contenders match, where the winners will go on to get a shot at the Motor City Machine Guns at In Your House? We're about to find out. Want to give a shout out, we haven't done one of these in a while, to Psychotic Kill. He left a very nice comment on one of our videos. So if you would like to be shouted out in a future video, all you got to do is leave a comment on a video, kind of like this one. And who knows, maybe you will get shouted out in a future episode here in the Open Mic universe. Montez Ford going up to that middle turnbuckle. Dom slow to his feet. Connects with a blockbuster. Now moving Dom away from the ropes, but the referee distracted by Raquel on the outside. Ford hooks the leg. That was clearly more than a 3 count, but the referee didn't see it. Thanks to Raquel Rodriguez's distraction from the outside. Now Dom fighting his way out of the corner. That's one of the advantages that you have with the L.W.O. If they've got a member on the outside, they are going to try to influence the match any way they can. Now Rey going up top. Frog splash off the top, hooks the leg. Angelo Dawkins in to make the save. Now Tez able to turn the tide. And now for the first time, we've got Angelo Dawkins in there. Sends Rey into the ropes. Slams Rey down. Now Dawkins taking a little time to taunt here. Maybe he ought to focus on Rey. Rey's down and he's not moving. Kick to the midsection. The Street Profits, like I said, multiple-time WWE Tag Team Champions. They've held the WCW Tag Team titles on one occasion. Since coming to WCW last year in the draft, Rey able to reverse it into a pin attempt there. Rey and Dom, they've held a lot of titles here in the Open Mic universe, especially here in WCW. But those tag titles, they have to this point eluded the father and son duo. Now Rey getting back into the ring. Now turning his attention to Montez Ford. Dawkins isn't careful, he's going to get counted out. Gets in just in the nick of time at the count of 9. Now Rey probably should have been a little more focused on the legal man there. There's now Dawkins in the driver's seat. Now Dawkins turning his back. And Rey able to make the tag. In comes Dirty Dom. Dawkins with the cover. Only gets a 1. L.W.O. lucky there as Rey was a little too late getting to his feet. Raquel out there cheering on her guys as Dom kicks Dawkins back. Now delivering some vicious kicks to Angelo Dawkins. Goes for a cover. Doesn't hook the leg there, though. Only gets a 1. Again, Dom with another cover. Using those ropes for leverage. We saw that's how the Good Brothers were able to get by Alpha Academy. Clearly, Dirty Dom was watching Nitro this week and picking up some tips. Makes the tag. In comes Rey. Frog splash to Angelo Dawkins. And Montez Ford in to make the save. Just in the nick of time. And now Rey sent up and over the top rope. It's a little bit of payback for that extracurricular activity earlier in the match. Rey back in the ring. Hurricane Rana to Angelo Dawkins. And now Rey going back up top again with another frog splash. Hooks the leg. And the L.W.O, Dirty Dom and Despicable Rey, they are moving on to Nitro next week. Well, they will take on Gallows and Anderson to see who's going in your house to take on the Motor City Machine Guns. Up next, we've got Gigi Dolin already in the ring. She will be taking on Tiffany Stratton. It is Tiffy time here on Thunder. It's a new year, and you know Tiffy wants to get it started on the right foot. And does exactly that with a drop kick to Gigi. And now delivering a moonsault, a standing moonsault to Gigi Dolin. Tiffany, who has spent her entire time here in the open mic universe in WCW. But with the draft just a few weeks away, could we see her make the move over to WWE? Crossbody there from Stratton. Tiffany is a former one-time WCW Women's Champion. Earned that championship back at WrestleMania 1 after winning the Elimination Chamber, our first Elimination Chamber. Float over, Alabama slam from Tiffany Stratton. Now she goes up. Prettiest moonsault ever, hooks the leg. And Tiffany Stratton is your winner as she picks up the win this week against Gigi Dolin. It's the WCW Television Champion, LA Knight, on his way to the ring. Earlier this week on Nitro, he defeated Big Bronson Reed. And after the match, the lights went out, and the Monster Abyss would chokeslam the megastar. Let's hear from him. You know, I feel like the last few months, all I've been doing is beating on AJ Styles or one of his goons. Abyss, you showed up on Nitro. You chokeslammed me. Look, in your houses next week, it's not a haunted house, it's my house. And if you want to act like it's Halloween, that's fine. You come to my door, say trick or treat. I'll even give you a shot at my television title. What do you say to that, you big spooky son of a bitch? Yeah, LA Knight with some confidence putting the television title up against Abyss at In Your House. But Abyss isn't a regular opponent. You never know what you're going to get when you face him in the ring. It's time for our main event. And making his way down to the ring. This is the first time we've seen him since Backlash. And Backlash was a rough night for Jey Uso. He competed twice on that night. The opening match was a WrestleMania rematch against Drew McIntyre for the WCW United States Championship. Came up short there. Also on the losing team in the main event, where he teamed with his cousin Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, as they were defeated by the three-masked mystery men, who were later revealed to be Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson, and Claudio Castagnoli. But he's back here in our main event, and he's taking on the free agent Penta. We'll see how he stacks up against maybe the hottest luchador in the world today. And right now, Penta with a big slap to the chest of Jey Uso, showing Uso just what he's all about. And again, we know these last few months, Jey hasn't exactly been locked in, hasn't exactly been focused, and it has cost him along the way. The start of this year has not been a great year for Jey Uso. Comes up short in the Royal Rumble. Doesn't qualify for the Elimination Chamber with a little help from The Rock. The Rock kind of aided in Jey not qualifying there. Loses the United States Championship to Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 3. Comes up short in the rematch at Backlash. Maybe tries to bite off more than he can chew. Also teams with Roman and Seth. And then now he's in there with a guy that everybody's got their eye on when it comes to the draft. Where's Penta going to end up? Jey now, though, able to get out of the way. Big slam from Jey Uso. Now he looks, now after kind of getting smacked around a little bit, he is locked back in. It's Penta up. Seated power bomb, goes for a pin attempt here. Only gets a one as Penta able to kick out Jey. Can't believe it. Jey now going up top. He wants Penta to his feet. Big forearm shot from Jey. Now Uso getting Penta up. Penta, who at Backlash was victorious, defeating Dirty Dom. Penta in the corner, running hip attack from Jey Uso, hooks the leg. But Penta able to get his shoulder up at about 2 3/4. Jey gonna fly again. Uso splash. Hooks the leg. And Jey Uso with the win. And man, he has needed that. He needed that win big. And now a show of respect. Jey Uso extends the hand. Penta accepts the handshake and raises the arm of Jey. We'll see you next time.